Today is uh, today is essentially the fourth day of trading. Today's the fourth day of trading, which is a Thursday. It's a Thursday, and it's December 18th, 2024. So I applied for a job at SMB Capital today. Yesterday. It's currently, what is that now? It's currently 1:22 a.m. Apparently, SMB Capital is part of a group, Kirshner or something. I think that's what their group is called. So one of the questions that they asked was, okay, so do you review your trade? That's one of the questions. And of course, me trading by myself, I don't. And then they say, okay, so do you have a track record that you want to submit? And also they ask, okay, so can you supply the resume? And then one of the standard corporate question is, do you have a criminal record? I've experienced this 1,000 times. When I was in Orlando, Florida, with a newly minted criminal conviction of a felony, one of the things that they ask is, we could go through the process of hiring you, but we will have to do due diligence once we get serious about your candidacy. So if you don't mind, you can, to be transparent, would you like to list the criminal records that you have? And so I recorded two things. I have a misdemeanor for fighting with my oldest sibling. That was a misdemeanor in 2017. The second one that I listed was a felony at 2020 due to my parents. So I listed those. And then apparently they also do like a financial background check, and most likely in the past 20 years I filed 2 Chapter 7 bankruptcies. It happens when I'm losing my job and I have some bills I need to pay and credit cards and all that stuff. So I applied for the job there, but we'll see. They probably won't hire me. But I did tell them that I wish to be a, so let's see, what is a billion? What was that? Billion per year trader. That would be 1,000 million, right? Anyway, somewhere in there. So I was washing dishes today, and I thought about a couple of things. One of the things that I noticed about, it's all based on that application for employment with SMB Capital. One of the things is review. That's one of them, review. Okay, so what I need to do is, so I reviewed. I mentioned in the application that I failed 300 prop firms. Then I started to think about, as I was washing dishes yesterday. So one of the things that I've noticed is that when I so my YouTube channel starts with a word called tilting, and it tilts. I get tilted. I'm a red-blooded, like a tilt. So while I was like washing dishes, there was an imagery that popped up into my mind, which is there was a bull, and its eyes were red, just like a cartoon, Bugs Bunny cartoon. So what happens is that when the bull becomes when the bull becomes when the bull becomes uh, intoxicated with rage, it is blindsided, and all focus is off. I mean, everything is just moving towards that singular objective that caused the emotional trauma to occur. And the bull does not see anything else. It is the act of that emotion. And sometimes, like the Spanish, like a, they have these bulls and this I guess they're called a matador or something. He goes out there with a cape and then he distracts it and things like that. So sometimes it is possible to distract the bull. So it must be tied to that emotion. But it gets blinded. So what I noticed about my particular thing is what I noticed about my particular thing. See, I'm not even hungry, but I'm munching on this. What I noticed about is when I lose big for the first time in a trading session, I lose it. So I feel like I feel like I have to get it back. So I lost probably most of the 300 challenges because of that. So now I started to think about what I need to do, because I really haven't thought about, well, what am I going to do when that happens? So it is possible in a trading session that I'm going to absorb a large loss. So now my mind is logically thinking about this. When that event occurs, something else could happen, but I'm thinking about it now. So what is the right thing to do? Obviously, what I need to do is stop trading at that moment when that happens. I need to take a break, reassess, and I should never have traded that big anyway, unless my thesis was so strong that it required me to trade that size. But right after I lose that, that means that my train of thought is just completely off now, so I need to size down. Take a pause first. So what is the right thing to do? So what I need to do, right after I lose, then I need to pause. Okay, I need to pause, and then start trading small until I confirm to myself that the market is behaving the way that I'm thinking it's behaving. I need to have that red bull to subside. The red bull needs to turn into a white bull.